In the Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the apples. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Washington Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
To throw, it's Garrison. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Huskies want to move quickly. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air, using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got room to work. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll keep it himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Garrison. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They've controlled the ball on this opening drive. Play number 10 brings us, sneaks into the end zone.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Cougars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Mahoney. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds a little space.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Garrison. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Using his legs, it's Burgess. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Sends it back in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Levis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before the stop.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bloomberg. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Trying to pound it in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his man. It's Baptiste. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Single back formation, and they give it to him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Garrison. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Byrne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together.
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Garrison. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Nice move, creates some space. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. The official says no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air. Corrals it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. A lot of intrigue with this second half still to come as we send things back to the Evergreen State.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Bloomberg. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The short hands, it's Baptiste. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Garrison. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now the throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Washington State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to Texas A&M. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack, nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Mahoney. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Pulls it, fired complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw. It's Garrison. Got his man downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Power football with the run. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years, but this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect a little better?
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Snowed under by the defense. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Going right to work up top. A strike downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Garrison. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man on the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away on 4th down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls and fires complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Baptiste. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Garrison. Quickly complete. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got the back over the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline.
Touchdown, Washington! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I love my receiver.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Fires one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 45. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rifles it down the middle. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Cougars will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Just a short pass to the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Burgess. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Mahoney. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's caught. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.